Welcome back into Grant's Gaming Corners, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking on the Delphox raids for this weekend. Excuse me, the Delphox with the Mightiest marks. I have been using the Armarouge, so we're going to go over that in just a minute. I know that there is a Scarlet Edge version as well. Of course, naturally, these are all easy enough to trade for, but give me a moment, we'll go over that. Just to remind everybody, don't forget that the Delphox raids are going on this weekend, 7th of July till the 12th of July, and then it'll be returning next weekend, the 14th of July till the 16th of July. So if you want to keep these raids, just remember, don't go online after you've earned the raids this weekend or next weekend. Very easily, whenever you're online, come down here to Poke Portal. Whenever you go into the Poke Portal, update the Poke Portal news, and it will update adding your Delphox into your raid pool. Delphox here shows up as a 6-star raid, and of course our icon would be right in the way, but it shows up as a fairy type raid. For our Armarouge, I have it holding a Shell Bell. It is the Psychic Tera type. It has been fully brought up to level 100 naturally. The moveset we're working with is Calm Mind, Psychic Terrain, Acid Spray, and Expanding Force, with our Expanding Force being our main attacking type, and our Calm Mind and our Acid Spray being used to help bring down Acid Spray to bring down Delphox's special attack and special defense, I think it is. Hang on a second, we'll check it real fast. Yeah, to lower its special defense, and Calm Mind, of course, to raise our attack and our special attack and our special defense. It has been EV trained. We brought up the special attack, and the special defense to max, and it is using the Careful Nature type, which helps boost the special attack but lowers the physical attack, along with the ability Flash Fire. Flash Fire will absorb any kind of fire attacks that the Delphox throws at us. So let's jump in real quick. And so far I have soloed this Delphox a couple of times for farming for its items. You know, naturally the fairy shards are good, and the good ability patch every now and again, and of course the experience candy and the sellable items, stuff that can definitely help us out along the way. Let's jump right in real quick, and I'll give you guys an idea of what this looks like. But we're gonna open with, and you can go back and forth. You don't have to constantly open the same way, but you can open with either Calm Mind or Acid Spray, either way. We've got an Armarouge in the group, so it's gonna make it a little tougher with our Psychic Terrain. But I'm gonna go ahead and open with Acid Spray and at least bring it down one time, and it gives us a physical hit in to try to prepare for our Tera typing, our terrestrializing. So we've got one hit there, and I think I'm gonna go back and forth. This is what I've been doing so far, and it's been working fairly well. Combination of using that Shell Bell to keep our health up, but going back and forth between Calm Mind and Acid Spray. And if I start with Acid Spray by the end of the 3rd Acid Spray, which should set us up. Did anybody see that? The Delphox's hat is not actually attached to Delphox's head. Huh, that's interesting. So yeah, going back and forth between Acid Spray and Calm Mind has been allowing us to be able to get that 3rd Acid Spray in and go to terrestrializing, hopefully early enough on before it starts resetting stats. So I'm just going to keep working way back and forth between these two, and hopefully we can keep our HP up. Now it's got its shield set up. It's still going to affect its stats because Acid Spray is an attack move with a secondary effect, so it still drops the special defense through the shield. But we're going to keep working on getting our stats up, and we're not going to get greedy with these Calm Minds, because 2 should be enough, along with a combination of 3 Acid Sprays, that once we go to our Tera type, or Terrestrialize, we should be able to hit well enough in the meantime, but we will eventually have to go back and reset these stats up whenever the Delphox does a stat reset, which usually comes at the end of its shield. It resets its stats, and then we'll have to go back to Acid Spray for a little while. And it usually resets our stats as it gets down to pretty close to between half and a quarter of its health left. So for the moment, we should be ready to terrestrialize. No, we are not. Check our stats, let's see. Okay, no, that's good. It must have stolen energy from us, and there it is. It just removed the negative effects from itself. So we're gonna go back into Acid Spray anyways. So at this point, we're just gonna go right back into Acid Spray and keep trying to lower its special defense and get our attacks in. Now once we can terrestrialize, we will. Probably gonna go for 2 Acid Sprays more, because that seems like that's been the best benefit for us so far, because that really drops its special defense down by -4. And from here we should be able to terrestrialize, set up hopefully Psychic Terrain. Up, down goes Armarouge, so that's probably going to set up Grassy Terrain. So let's see if Grassy Terrain sets up before we... Okay. Yeah, see, it's a -4 special defense. So we're going to go ahead and terrestrialize and hope that we can get our Psychic Terrain up without losing it to Armarouge's Grassy Terrain. And then we're going to hit it with that Expanding Force, see if we can start bringing down its health. Now, it's not going to be super effective or any major hits, but Expanding Force does bring it down well enough that we can survive. Usually gives us enough HP back with our Shell Bell, as long as Delphox does not set up Magic Room, which it eventually will set up Magic Room later on. But we usually get a majority portion of the fight through before it decides to set up Magic Room. Oh, there it goes with that nasty plot. And we lost our Psychic Terrain to Armarouge. That's okay. We'll still be able to use Expanding Force. It just won't have as much behind it without that Psychic Terrain. But it should still do a fair amount of damage. Yeah, that'll work. Not a crazy amount, but enough that it should let us be able to take it down. And eventually we're going to have to reset up our Calm Minds. In the meantime, we'll just keep chipping away with Expanding Force until we get that shield down. After the shield goes down, that should give us quite a bit of attack, quite a bit of damage. Will we get the shield down on this one? No, not quite. Just about, but not quite. That's okay. The Armarouge's Grassy Terrain is at least helping keeping our... There goes the stat reset. Armarouge's Grassy Terrain is helping keeping our HP up along with our Shell Bell. So now that the Delphox has reset our stats, we'll have to... we're going to be pushing this one. We're going to have to see about trying to get our... Let's go for an Expanding Force first because of where our HP is at. And see if we can try to, now that the shield's down, get some of our HP back. And its stats should still be low. Its special defense should still be low enough that that should heal us up, and we may be okay without the Calm Minds. Or we may try to get at least one Calm Mind back up. Yeah, right here we're going to try and get one Calm Mind back up because we're back over half of our HP. And so far, nothing it has is super effective against us except for a critical hit, so that's where we have a bit of a problem. But in the meantime, we should be alright to be able to finish this battle out from here. And it does definitely help that it is paralyzed this go round. So let's just finish out with Expanding Force. Hopefully we get enough power points on it that we'll be okay to finish out this fight. And yeah, that's doing a fair amount of damage, so we should be able to beat the timer, not by a huge amount, but well enough that we should be okay. So that is definitely something to keep in mind throughout the fight, is make sure that you keep your HP up. If you get below half HP, then try to use something like Expanding Force to try to bring yours back up with that Shell Bell combination. If you're lucky enough to have an Armarouge in the battle, then you may be able to skip the Psychic Terrain, which is what I should have done, but that's okay. We did well enough, even though we lost that turn. And down goes Delphox. So that is how you use an Armarouge to help bring down the Delphox. And you guys will see our rewards here in just a moment. There we go, some XP candy, fairy shards, some calcium, some PP up, bottle cap. Ooh, got a bottle cap. And a star piece. So yeah, we got a fair amount of rewards. So I do appreciate you guys all coming out and watching this. Do remember there is a Scarlet build that can be used on Violet side if you need to, but the other option is just trade for a Armarouge if you'd rather use an Armarouge. I know both are pretty viable right now. The Scarlet is using a Steel Tera type with a steel beam, if I remember right, to help bring down Delphox, so it is an alternative option. But I hope this helps you guys out with taking down your Delphox, or at least see how somebody else is doing it. And in the meantime, I appreciate you guys coming around. If this did help out, definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you guys can see what's going on the channel. If you enjoyed this and this is going to help you guys out take down that Delphox, solo it, hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps out. It helps provide us a little bit more in as far as getting other people in to see the channel. In the meantime, I do appreciate you all watching this video. Thank you all. Be good and God bless.